A plan to build flats on the site of a former Nazi bunker has touched off a debate here in Berlin. The site lies just next to the more famous Führer bunker in central Berlin, where Adolf Hitler committed suicide at the end of World War II. It was used by people who worked in Hitler's New Reich chancellery. Developers want to demolish the site to make way for new housing. Conservationists say that would be destroying a piece of history. And we're joined now by Heyne. He is the longtime head of operations and history expert at the Berlin Underworld Association, which researches underground infrastructure here in Berlin, such as bunkers. So, tell us a little bit more about what exactly this particular bunker was used for during the Nazi period and how it differs from the more well-known bunker, the Führer bunker or Hitler's bunker.
Mm-hmm. So this particular bunker is the bunker for the new Reichskanzlei, the Neue Reichskanzlei, built between 34 and 36. And it was originally designed to hold even space for Hitler himself, but that changed when he preferred to be more in the old Reichskanzlei, where they built this infamous Führer bunker. This bunker from the new Reichskanzlei was used between 1939 and 1945, partly as a mother and child bunker, as a public bunker. Because it is inside the death trap of the Berlin Wall, it was well preserved until the beginning of the 1980s, when the GDR started to build their apartment blocks. They're still standing there, and destroyed about half of the bunker. But the other half of the bunker is still there. It's still well preserved on the place, and you can really say it's one of the very few remaining pieces of underground structures of bunkers from World War II.
But there are plans to demolish it now and build housing there. Do I understand correctly that you actually think that it should be preserved? And I'm curious why that is.
We think it must be preserved because it's the only remaining piece of the new Reichskanzlei, the only remaining piece where from these place, from the center of governmental power in Nazi Germany. And it's a place where you can really remember on this time, even in the today times.
So Hitler's bunker, when you go to Hitler's bunker here in Berlin, I mean, it's a really nondescript parking lot. Tours go there and they say, okay, well, this is where Hitler's bunker used to be. And you would never guess that it was there. So I'm wondering, when you look at this bunker in particular, which, the decision is now being made what to do with it, how should Germany deal with places like that without, Nazi power, without glorifying Nazi power?
In Germany, we tend to have fears about these Nazi power still in the buildings. But it depends on how we work with this building, what we do with the building. So the buildings have been transformed to democratic institutions like the financial government or the Außenministerium, Auswärtiges Amt. So you can do that. And you can use these original places to make places where we can remember our history. And it's better than any statue you erect somewhere or any stele you say, okay, let's remember on this place. No, take the original places, take the original place where things have happened, and then we should remember on that plate.
How rare are sites like that in Berlin today? And how significant is this bunker historically?
It is significant because it was part of the new Reichskanzlei, the power center of the Third Reich during the World War II and during the Holocaust. And that's why it is so important and so significant. And it would be a big mistake, a big error to destroy this just to build up about 66 apartments.
Tell us a little bit more about history. Why do you think it needs to be preserved? Would you have been among those in support of having preserved Hitler's bunker, for example? Where would you have come down on that?
Yeah, to be honest, yes. Because it is an original place. It is some place where history have happened. And why shouldn't we remember on that place? Why shouldn't we preserve places like this? Why should we destroy them? Because we fear that these places will be a glorifying place where you have meetings and draw. You have your fan, your banners. What? No, these are the places we have to talk about openly. If you destroy them, we forgot them, and we forgot our history. We have to openly talk about what happened there and how we can prevent us from doing it again.
Okay, a very interesting perspective. I mean, this is a controversial issue, something that's in the headlines these days. Kai, Heyne, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.